In the early 2000s, under the Columbia Pictures film distribution banner, Sony did something that to this day pisses me off. Nowadays, you'll see a lot of film criticism on social media, and it's not uncommon for numbnuts to get into the comments section and accuse a content creator of being paid to give a movie a good review. Well, between 2000 and 2001, Sony did something like this that was really shitty, yet no actual film critics were involved in the whole debacle. They invented a fake film critic, and there were certain movies on their release radar that they just didn't have faith in. So a marketing executive at the studio invented a critic named David Manning, who claimed that he worked for an existing publication called the Richfield Press. Outside of just being shitty, Sony was very sloppy. He eventually got busted because people started to notice that these films that were getting critically panned had really glowing reviews from the same critic. And well, curiosity got sparked. Someone called the Richfield Press, and those that owned the publication claimed they'd never heard of David Manning. Sony admitted what they did, and anyone in the general public that went to see a movie with a David Manning quote attached to it, well, if they didn't like the movie, they had to be paid $5 by Sony. These fictional promotions weren't the end of it. Do you remember the 2000 film The Patriot, where the bigoted Mel Gibson plays a one-man killing machine who apparently won the entire Revolutionary War all on his own? Film that one of my history professors in college said made him have to vomit twice because it's so historically inaccurate. He would actually do television advertisements for this movie that featured a number of employees from Sony fictionally record testimonials in movie theaters saying they love the movie. But in the process, they actually also fucked over a great filmmaker. Dutch filmmaker Paul Verhoeven had come to Hollywood in the 80s and would end up making great movies like RoboCop and Total Recall. Just 3 years prior, did Starship Troopers for Sony. His next film for Sony, Hollow Man, didn't exactly get the best reviews from critics, so Sony decided to start plastering these fake reviews on ads for this movie. He did it all behind Verhoeven's back without his knowledge, and between Verhoeven just being dissatisfied with this movie and with Hollywood at the time, as well as the bad taste left in his mouth over this whole debacle, he left Hollywood, went back to his native Europe, and has been making movies there ever since. But it's also the way this manipulation could have damaged the credibility of actual film critics. Back in the early 2000s, we didn't have social media. Anyone and everyone couldn't get on the internet, record movie reviews, and make money doing it through monetization. I actually had to go get a degree to be a film critic. That's what I did. The vast majority of film critics weren't recognizable public figures like Roger Ebert and Pauline Kael. Most of them were just names without faces, and not all of them worked for big publications like Entertainment Weekly and Variety. To create a fake film critic would have really hurt any potential for these smaller film critics to get taken seriously. So yeah, Sony did a shitty thing, and fuck them for that.